So, good morning. I thought I'd make a little blog of kinds to try and help people that find themselves in a similar situation to me, where I broke my leg 6.5 weeks ago now. And I was looking online and at YouTube, and there's a few videos. There's a couple of really useful ones that help me to understand what's going to happen to me insofar as recovery, which is the stage I'm at now. I thought I'd also talk a little bit about where I've been and how it feels a few weeks on. I mean, I don't seem to have much PTSD, which apparently you can have after your accident. I mean, my accident was quite innocuous, but I was on my own out fishing in the middle of nowhere and basically slipped down a hole I didn't see. Really simple. Knew it had broken. Obviously, you feel and hear it. It's not good. I ended up in a river, had to swim out, which I guess I didn't drown, so that's number one, and managed to summon help eventually and got airlifted out of a very remote place, which I suppose is a story in itself. But then after that, waiting for surgery, having the surgery, that sort of 3 weeks is painful. I was in a lot of pain. You can't really sleep, you can't get comfortable. It's the middle of summer, it's been a heat wave a lot of the time, so it's not been comfortable. Leg raised, which I'll show you in a second. But then the pain subsided, really. The last 3 weeks has been relatively pain-free, and, what I can wiggle within the plaster cast, feels good. And I believe the cast will come off. I'll be put onto some kind of walking boot and start rehabilitation on Friday. So I wanted to, hopefully this will become a story of encouragement and hope, because there are clearly dark days when you're active, and although you're always telling yourself there's people far worse off than you, it doesn't feel great. Everyone's out having a bit of fun and you're stuck here miserable. I hate the crutches. I've struggled with them in many ways. I probably overdid it, and then I've now got a problem with my left hand. Probably trapped a nerve of some kind, so a couple of numb fingers and shooting pains. I come up to bed every night because my partner's been sleeping in the other room because she's frightened of bashing into my leg, or maybe nowadays it's me dropping the plaster on her leg because I tend to roll about a bit in the night. Now it's not so sore. But I wanted to come up to bed and just feel some kind of normal. I negotiate the stairs on my backside. I'm not terrible on the crutches. I just feel like they're another accident waiting to happen. You're pretty fragile. I'm pushing around sort of best part of 15 stone on two real sticks. And I live in an old house. It's very higgledy-piggledy, and the garden's the same. So it's not ideal territory. I've got I've got a wheelchair, which I bought off Gumtree. So when we've been out a couple of times, that's been useful. But it won't work here. And so basically, like I say, good days, bad days. I must have been really horrible to my partner some days. I mean, I've been a real arsehole and just grumpy and upset. The drug subsided. I'm still on the injections, the blood thinning injections. Having been a needle phobe all my life, I can now happily put a needle into my stomach every day, which is, well, that's something, I guess. And, I've not been that squeamish about the whole thing, which is not like me either. When I had my plaster changed over at 2 weeks, I know a lot of people find that a bit difficult, and you see your ankle swollen and with stitches in if you've had surgery. But I was fine. It all looked just like it looked like a bit of a swollen ankle with a couple of lines down either side, and I was relieved to have an X-ray that was the 2 weeks after surgery, and be told that everything was looking good. Put a nice new cast on. I had a pink cast because I had a choice of colours, and I quite like pink. So I'll turn this around and show you. I mean, I'm very lucky. I live a nice view out there. We live in the middle of nowhere pretty much. And there's my nice pink cast. I bought myself a pair of pink Converse, you can see out there, which obviously only the right one's being worn. I tend in the mornings to be sort of catching up with the news and a bit of Netflix, and Netflix I save to the evening, but I haven't watched that much of it actually. But I tend to watch a bit of news, do a few emails in the morning before I sort of hobble into the bathroom. I kind of sit on the loo with a towel underneath me, give myself a good wash every day and a shave. And then hobble into the other room, and like I say, good days and bad days. Some days I feel positive, other days I feel really depressed. And sometimes I don't sleep well. It's got better, but it's not easy when, if I've repeated myself, when it's a bit of a heat wave here. It's been very hot, and car isn't that comfortable. Got a series of cushions underneath it to keep it elevated at night. It definitely swells up if you don't keep your foot up as much as you can. So, periods where I've been in cars or whatever. I've done a little bit of driving. I've driven a couple of places. Not on my own, just in case, but I've got an automatic, and I couldn't find anything to make it seem illegal with the insurance documents or anything, because I haven't got a disability and I haven't got an injury that would impair my driving. So, but still, if something happened, you're not very mobile. So I've been cautious of that and really tried to just stay around and just take it easy and heal. And I think what's clear is you're ill with a broken bone. That's something fairly traumatically and dramatically wrong with your body. So you're healing. And so that's one thing, and the pain. And then the mental thing, it's tough. Some days it's tough, and you just hope that everything's going to get back to normal. You worry about things. I mean, I want to get out and walk the dog and live my life. And I'm sure it'll all happen again, but you get the odd moment, as I'm sure you're feeling if you're in this predicament. So I'll keep you updated. I'm gonna do these little posts, try and keep them shorter than this, go through the days of recovery, and I'll post them here. And hopefully it will be a good tale. I'm sure there's going to be some tough days and some painful bits and pieces, and we'll just see how it goes. But hopefully it will be a realistic story to let you know how it rolls with me. Because like I said, I didn't find an awful lot out there. So I've found a couple of good things, and I think one of the things that I have to tell myself is not to do too much too soon, which is a very good thing to say to me, because I know what I'm like, and I'll just be trying to run a marathon by the middle of September. So just going to take it easy and get myself fully fit, and I'll share. Okay, guys, wishing you all the best. Chin up. Later. Bye.